Hello everybody, thank you for joining us for another story time this week. A few weeks ago, back in September, we read a story about Honeypot and Lightfoot, two grizzly bears in the Alaskan coast that we followed them through a whole year of their life. And we learned about what life as a bear is like. Our story today is also going to be about bears, and this story is about black bears, which are the kinds of bears that we have here in Minnesota or Wisconsin. And right now, our black bears have begun hibernating for the winter. So they're in a very, very deep sleep throughout the winter. Their heart rates are lower, their breathing rates are lower, their metabolism slows down so they don't have to eat or drink or go to the bathroom all winter long. So it's a little bit different from how we sleep at night. And we'll talk more about that at the end. But our bears are going to be hibernating all through winter, and they won't come out until the spring, which we learned in Honeypot and Lightfoot is why they work so hard during the summer to eat all the food that they can find so they can get a nice healthy fat layer for the winter that will help them hibernate until spring. So today's story is going to be about bears hibernating, and like I said, we'll talk more about other animals that hibernate at the end and what kind of that hibernate word means besides just sleep. So our story today is called Hush Up and Hibernate by Sandra Markle, illustrated by Howard McWilliam. This is a really fun story. I'm sure many of our parents, if you're listening, can relate to some of the themes of the story. Mama Bear lifts her head and looks at red leaves dancing in the wind. "I see winter coming," she tells her cub. "It's time to hibernate." "But Mama," Baby Bear says, "I'm hungry." Do any of you ever get hungry right before bed? How can we tell it's fall in this picture? Mama Bear grunts. "I guess we can eat a little longer before we sleep away the winter." Side by side, they munch chokecherries until a flock of geese flies past. Mama Bear slowly lifts her big head and listens to their honking. Honk, honk. "I hear winter coming," she tells her cub. "It's time to hibernate." "But Mama," Baby Bear says, "I'm thirsty." So Mama Bear leads her cub through the woods and down to the lake. When a fish swims past, Baby Bear tries to catch it, but misses. Whoa. He doesn't look very happy that he missed his fish. "I think that fish is in a hurry to hibernate," he says. Mama Bear snorts. "Fish don't hibernate. Neither do the voles, the owls, or the rabbits." "No fair," Baby Bear says. "Why can't I stay up all winter?" Mama Bear sighs. "Because when winter comes, there won't be any chokecherries for you to eat. No grubs or bugs, no fish either, because the lakes freeze over." Baby Bear stamps his feet. "I don't care. I'll find food somewhere." Mama Bear says, "There's another reason winter's not for baby bears." Stomp, stomp. Hungry wolves don't hibernate. They hunt all winter long. Growl, growl. So do mountain lions. They might catch you without me to keep you safe. "You won't be with me?" Baby Bear's jaw drops. "Where will you be?" "I'll be hibernating," Mama Bear says as she plods off. Baby Bear stays. "But only for a minute." Look at all those scary eyes in the woods with Baby Bear. Because looking around, he sees the woods is full of shadows. Could wolves be hiding there? Or mountain lions? Baby Bear runs as fast as he can to catch up with Mama. When they reach their den under the big old tree, they crawl in and curl up. But Baby Bear wiggles. Mama Bear puffs. What's wrong now? I can't hibernate, Baby Bear says. This bed is too hard. So the bears crawl out of their den. Mama Bear piles more leaves inside until snowflakes fill the air. Winter's here, she tells her cub. It really is time to hibernate. But Mama, Baby Bear says, I can't hibernate yet. What do you think Baby Bear's excuse is this time? I have to say goodbye to the fish, the moose, the owls, the rabbits, and the voles. I'll go fast and hurry back. Baby Bear trots off. Does Mama Bear look very happy? Any of our parents can relate to bedtime routines? Mama Bear charges to catch up, roars, "Enough!" Uh-oh, Mama Bear's angry. Then she nudges her cub back into their den and nose to nose with him says, "Now hush up and hibernate till spring." With the winter wind howling outside, Mama Bear and Baby Bear curl up side by side and hibernate. Snore, snore, snort, grunt. Those are noisy hibernators. See, all the animals that don't hibernate are around them in the woods. Mama Bear, Baby Bear whispers in her ear. Can you hear me? Mama Bear snuffles. What is it, dear? Is it spring yet? Baby Bear's ready to be done hibernating. So that is our story today about hibernation, but there's some really great information in the back of this book. I won't read through all of it, but I do want to read this page about, do bears really hibernate? There's a lot of debate in the scientific community if bears are what we call true hibernators. So let's read and find out. Hibernating is a way some animals survive times when food is hard to find. People usually say bears hibernate. Scientists explain bears have a special kind of hibernation they call a winter sleep. The main difference is that a bear's body temperature only drops a little below normal. The body temperature of other hibernators drops a lot, usually to just above freezing. So it shows us chipmunks over here are hibernators. So their body temperatures are only in the mid-30s to high 30s degrees, which is right above freezing. This difference is why a bear can wake up quickly and react to danger. Other hibernators have to warm up, which happens fairly slowly before they can become active. However, there are other important differences between a bear's winter sleep, hibernation, and just sleeping. So what if you could hibernate the way a bear does? Could you do it? Take this quiz to find out. It says, could you hibernate like a bear? Could you go without eating anything for about 100 days? I couldn't. A bear does. Could you go without drinking anything for about 100 days? We could not. A bear does. Could you skip peeing or pooing for 100 days? No. A bear does. Could you breathe just once per minute? So just taking one breath per minute? We do a lot more than that. A bear does. That's down from a bear's normal 6 to 10 breaths per minute. To compare, count how many breaths you take sitting for 1 minute. Okay. Then it shows us some of the other animals that hibernate. Yellow-bellied marmot, we don't really have those here. Chipmunks, snapping turtles, and garter snakes are all on their list. The last part of this book says to den like a bear, and I'll read through this quick too, because this is a fun activity that you could do at home if you want to try out being a bear. It says, just follow these steps to pretend you're a bear getting ready for winter. 1. You'll need a large box with the opening flaps removed, or cover a small table with blankets so there are walls on all sides. Then fold up one corner to make a small opening. This should create a space just right for you to curl up inside. A bear chooses a den that's just a little bit larger than its body. That way, there won't be a lot of cold air blowing around. It may even choose a den where snow is likely to blanket the opening. 2. While not all bears make a bed, follow Mama Bear's example and add a bed to your den. Use crumpled up clean packing paper or wrapping paper in place of leaves. Pile the paper outside the den door and push it inside the way a bear would. 3. Crawl into your den. Curl up with your back to the door. That's what a bear does. It's a way to let your body help block out cold winds and help you stay warm. So you can try being a bear this winter in your very own den you can create at home. I also have some bear resources that we posted with our last story time, and I'll share those again in this post down below in case you want to learn more about bears or learn how you can help bears. Thank you for coming to story time this week. I hope you have a fabulous winter that you enjoy and get outside and don't hibernate during, but it's fun to pretend sometimes to be like a bear. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.